Grand Rising Soul Fam, we be doing this thing celebrating Venus retrograde with 40 days of Gene Key support, and today sharing from the Wisdom Keepers deck by Dr. Rosy Aronson, today exploring Gene Key 47, which is one of my faves. This is the shadow of oppression. This is the gift of transmutation. And this is the divine expression of transfiguration. Y'all, this gives me the witch wound vibes. This is really about completely being rebirthed. So much symbolism on there. Let's go ahead and read what it says. The Wisdom Keeper story starts with a Richard Rudd quote that says, "The only way to transcend suffering is to move more deeply into it, embracing every feeling and event that comes to you." Programming partner is 22, which is the divine expression of grace. So here we go. I had a recurring nightmare as a child. It always ended with a bearded man hovering over me with a giant blade as I guarded something behind my back. I always woke up screaming just before the blade touched my chest. My father was a weak and quiet man. He didn't speak of his oppressive family past or believe in much of anything. My mother was a woman who religiously embraced the dogma of the church. Convinced a negative entity was attached to her daughter, she dragged me to church. For years, I prayed for forgiveness and to be rid of the evil, but the nightmare only intensified. By the time I was a young woman, I avoided sleep at all costs. One night, I was so overcome with hopelessness that I broke down in front of my father, finally sharing the dream with him. He became strangely curious, as if he needed to know more. His surprising response awakened a curiosity, a courage in me. That night, I willingly went to sleep. Though I still awoke before the knife fell, I was able to retrieve more information. The next night, the same happened. Then, the next. It got to a point where I could enter the dream at will like a sleuth, always leaving seconds before my murder. My father hungered for each new detail that came through. It was as if the two of us were assembling pieces from an ancient puzzle. One night, I detected faint lettering on the bearded man's belt. I drew the 3 letters from my father. He ran to his room and rushed back with an old book full of Nordic symbols, given to him by his grandfather he'd never mentioned. Immediately, he saw the meaning of the 3 symbols: journey, gift, and joy. I'd never seen my father's eyes glow like that. I couldn't wait to go to sleep that night. This time, I let the dagger plunge right into my heart. There was no blood, no pain, just radiant light filling my chest. Turning to face what I'd been protecting all these years, I saw a treasure box overflowing with jewels. The bearded man reappeared, this time beaming with kindness. Instead of a sword, he held a picture of my father as a child in his hand. He said, "Tell your father I ask for his forgiveness. Tell him I love him." My father and I were never the same after that. Our ancestral relations strengthened, healed, and transformed us. Today, there's nothing I'm not willing to see or feel. I uncover treasure after treasure. My gift to you. I'm here to ask you to move towards that which terrifies you. You may think you have a fixed identity, but you don't. You are forever changing. You are designed to bump up against limitations and then to dissolve into something else. Transmutation is the key to your evolution. I come when it's time to hold nothing back, to embrace everything and to live dangerously. Release all definitions of who you are or what you're capable of. Get comfortable with fear. Willingly take the lid off Pandora's box. If you truly want to transcend your suffering, move deeply into it. Surrender. You can make a quantum leap at any moment, and your true purpose will be revealed. Questions for contemplation. Have you given up on your life? Do you sometimes feel like no matter what you do, your life just won't get any better? What are the fears you refuse to face or deal with? Do you feel best when you're mentally certain about something? Do you ever feel oppressed by your own mind? Is it hard to relate to people who think differently than you? Think of something that truly scares you. Move towards it with a symbolic or creative act. And lastly, reflect on a time in your life you experienced a transmutation. I love the symbology of our dreams. When we can connect the dots and pay attention, there's a whole world that awakens to us. Sending you so much love. Namaste.